Hey, Pisces, what's going on? This is Jen catching you on DTWJLife. Hope you're all having a great day. Welcome to Sagittarius season. Yeah, I know. I'm also going to be uploading the Scorpio season recap to make up for the fact that I missed that space. I've been keeping up with doing personal readings for all of my customers and clients here, but I've also been really, doing a lot here in the background. So to speak. I'm not in my studio space today because it is like the Swiss Alps. Okay? I'm not even going there. Oh, goodness. So, Sagittarius season, definitely a time. Looking back and thinking upon when Jupiter was retrograding, and now that it's been direct, this is kind of when it hits the most because Jupiter does rule Sagittarius within that season. Definitely a time of expansion. Expanding upon what we already have going on versus taking on more than what we need. Definitely, because it took so much time to get our pragmatics in order that it's like, we really don't want to do that. We really don't want to go there. Yes, I have Pisces in my vertex in my natal chart, so very interesting. I have to look further into that to better understand it. But at the bottom of the deck here, we have Desert inverted. Okay, this is a time where you're kind of collecting or recollecting or recalling when it comes to things that have to do, with all things third dimensional. Okay, all things that are pragmatic. This is definitely not you taking a back seat and not expanding. You are expanding. It's just you're a little bit reluctant to with all the things that are going on right now. I'm pulling out cards for 3 sections. First section is going to be career. Second section is going to be business, freelancing, creatives. Third section, personal. So let's see what's happening. Okay, I see. It's also entering a period of the festive season where we're going to be going into Yule, the Yuletide, Christmas, New Year's, all that. So it's that season. Pulling out clarifiers for the career sector. There we go. I see. Oh, okay. So we're going to read that really quick before we get to everything else. Okay, so in the career sector, you have Harvest inverted. Okay, this is another Earth card here. Something has not exactly come together in the workplace, and you've been very displeased with all this. Looking at the symbology really quick. Ooh, yeah. It's been less than a loving environment. Very emotionally unsupportive. Communication's been way off. Jeez. Either you or somebody else, you or a coworker, is dropping the ball on something. If this is you, you're doing this so because it is somebody else's burden that they're not picking up. It's kind of like being involved in a group project and you got that one person that, doesn't pick up their slack, so to speak. It's kind of like that, except it's in the work environment. Like somebody's just not really putting in their effort. And by you dropping what they're supposed to be doing, you're finding yourself in a sunnier disposition, in a better place emotionally. You have the moon conjuncting Neptune, your ruling planet, which finally went direct. Yay! So secrets are coming out. Okay, things that have not been communicated on an emotional level are finally being communicated either through you or other people or both. Okay. And this is putting you in a sunnier disposition because you need things to be in better order in order to be able to continue to function properly at your job. This is definitely about self-mastery here on that level. And this is where the expansion comes in. When you rise to the occasion, that's when things begin to expand. Exactly how you're going to be rising to the occasion is by dropping what others should be doing, communicating your emotions in the best way that you possibly can, you know, without getting upset, without getting too upset. Just be as logical about the whole thing as possible, as much as it weighs on your heart right now. By doing that, you're going to be getting to this place. That's how you're going to be rising to the occasion. And that's what's going to allow you to expand here. Okay? I don't know exactly how you're going to be expanding. If you'd like to know, hit me up and I will do a personal reading for you. Information's in the description. Alright, so we're going to pick up this section. Best of luck with that, by the way. Absolutely. Second card coming up for the business sector. That could be, you know, you owning a business, self-employed, freelancer, creatives, all of you. I'm getting that a lot of you are going to be overcoming some pain with something, or something that had been paining you. I'm getting painstaking. Not so much the work that you put into what you do, so much as it is the analysis of it. Like, you've been doing a lot of research and analysis, and you've been trying to come up with conclusions in order to draw up that perfect flow chart so that things can flow the way that they're supposed to within your business. And it's been psychologically painstaking on you to do this type of work. It's just been, and thanks to the Mercury retrograde, we got Mercury here. Communication has been so crappy, you know, and yeah, you know, it's kind of been very confusing for you. It's not been the best time for you at all. Like, just people are not coming through. Beautiful. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Sure, I'll take it. 5 clarifiers. Whew, that's a lot of news. All right. We're looking at healthy desires. What you are embarking on now is a healthy desire, and through the research, the painstaking work that you've been doing is actually going to create a new opportunity, or aid you to create a new opportunity that had never existed before. This is freaking huge. It is. It's freaking huge. You're going to be making waves. Wow. Healthy desires. I'm just looking at the symbology going, wow. Your passion is infinite for this very thing that you are doing right now. What you are doing right now is your life's purpose. You already know this. You're going to be doing this for the rest of your life. Come freaking rain or shine. You don't care what the cosmic, earthly, human weather is going to hit. You don't care. You're still going to push through anyway, regardless of all this. And this is exactly what creates new opportunities. It's like you have the tenacity of Cancer here, and you're really pushing forward and using that North Node energy that's lasting up until June. You're really using that energy to create new opportunities, not just for yourself, but for all other people who are involved, right? People that you want to be involved in it, and also people who choose to remain involved. If I were you, I would take a more active role in checking up on people that may have dropped off. See if they still have the thriving passion that they did before while involved in this healthy desire and new opportunity and building up new opportunities. Check on those people. They may not have dropped off, you know, because they felt like quitting or something was wrong per se. maybe, you know, there were issues, but so what? Like, maybe they don't care about that. Maybe it's a thing of, you know, something else had come up, or they had to manage something else in their lives. Excuse me, because people do get busy. It might be a thing of that. So just check up on people, see, you know, where they're at, if they have, you know, the room in their lives, if they still have that burning, fiery passion that you do about this very thing that you drive so hard with purpose to create. Oh my goodness. You're coming from a space of higher consciousness here. Everything that had been known as being obscure is brought to the forefront, is brought to the light because of you and your work that you do. This here not only stabilizes you in spirit and in soul and in energy, it also stabilizes those around you, because you kind of act as the father, whether you're male or female, doesn't matter, cisgendered or transgendered, however you want to go about that. This covers everybody. This is who you are, okay? This is the type of person, okay, that is creating and driving this, that is recognizing this, not just in yourself, but in other people. And you want to bring it out to the forefront in other people. Stabilizing the energy of something, bringing the obscure to light, stabilizing it through energy. You are the sign of transmutation. You know how to do this. Last clarifier coming up is that through action, you're going to be moving up and expanding. Absolutely you are. This is how you're going to be manifesting it, or this is what the manifestation of this is going to look like. For you and for everybody involved. Because that's the kind of person that you are. Okay, you may not be an Aquarius, but you definitely are a humanitarian, and you do care enough to make sure that these things happen. So, like I said, when it comes to this sort of thing, if anybody had dropped off, check up on them. See where they're at. If they like to, you know, return. If they would not like to return, try not to take it too personally. I know it's hard. Easier said than done. Because, like, people have their hang-ups and whatnot, and, you know, it's really hard to understand sometimes why they have those hang-ups. Like, yes, I understand why, you know, technically, but it's like, why? Don't get too hung up on that. Keep moving forward, okay? You're going to do much better that way. Third section, coming up sector, what have you. Your personal life, you're coming out of a tower. Somebody or something, even, it could be yourself, because people have a tendency of cursing themselves without even trying. That's why there's root water, thank gods. But you're coming out of a tower moment that had been set up for you by a person or yourself. Okay, whatever this is, you are coming out of it. It's beautiful. Things are dissolving away from you that have really been holding you back and paining you quite a lot, okay? It's, oof. Like, you're literally dragging your ass every day out of bed on the third cup of freaking coffee. Like, I just spilled that. Like, this is just so effing exhausting because of everybody else's energies and emotions. And if this is you doing this to you, it's because you've been absorbing so much of their crap without reflecting back. There's a semblance of imbalance there. Reflect back a little bit more. But if this has to do with other people doing it while you're reflecting back, you've been reflecting back so much because so much of it is going on. This is not your fault because so much of it has been going on. You had no choice but to respond in that way. But you've been doing it so often and so much that it's been leaving you very exhausted. Yeah, I do that sometimes when I'm trying to take a sip of something. It just like spills. I'm like, this sucks. Anyway, here we are. Beautiful. That is what I freaking want to see. That is what I want to see. I love it. Oh! 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 I'm excited. All the way back to the card that was at the bottom of the deck. Wow. It's like a beginning and an end. Hello. Yeah, I picked that up already. I'm excited. Tower and survival inverted. You're not in survival mode anymore. You're in a place of looking not just for comfort, but to actually start to get to a space where you are your own powerhouse. You don't have to any longer rely on other people's energies to be your own powerhouse. You're done doing that. Look at this. This is where your ambition lies. Your ambition lies in not just recovering yourself emotionally and energetically and spiritually, and maybe even psychologically. Okay, that does happen. You're also going to succeed in doing it. Mars conjuncting Ascension. What are those two things in your chart? Look at those videos, okay? They might help you. This says, I'm compassionate and I'm cruel. I'm the one who's praised and the one despised. Coming in sevenfold. 7th house, Libra. Everything in perfect balance, as I was speaking of before. Okay, next card coming up. Reason why. You're not a fool to what's going on. You already know what's going on. You've been knowing what's going on. But you're not willing to hit the quote-unquote reset button. No, instead, you're going to be stepping up to the plate, taking action toward ascending. You're stepping up to the plate, batter up, and you're confronting, okay, one person at a time or groups of people at a time if you can, just to kind of get it out of the way because you're busy. That does happen. But you're not willing to reset. You're not willing to hit the reset button without answers. Because you need to be in a logical space, intellectual maturity here. Son of Air. You need to polish your sword before you can draw it, so to speak. Communicating about all that is obscure, or all that had seemed obscure about situations, because people tend to hide things. This is why you're not willing to hit the reset button yet. Understandable. Nah. Out with it already. Speak to me. And this is how it's going to manifest. You're in a situation and position here where you're collecting, coming in tenfold judgment point. You're not going to be able to move forward until things are reconciled. No matter how they are reconciled, or no matter what they're reconciled as. This is how this is going to manifest. You're collecting information from people. Amazing. Seriously, Pisces. You're going to have a lot of energy, a lot of courage, a lot of strength, a lot of conviction. Especially conviction, to push through this. I love you all very much. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you for remaining subscribed. Feel free to leave your comments. Much love and light to all of you. Blessed be.